He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mean Green offense will take the field, and they'll get this thing underway. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So UNLV's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got
some speed. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Now improvise. On the line, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup here.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you look by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense pulled it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in the short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football, I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Touchdown, Rebels. And they strike first.
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his spot. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys.
Down enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 33-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out in the last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Works the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Let's go! Use the play fake, now to throw. Swings it out to the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him. Throwing the football, picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think.
He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Holds it in. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Makes a catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this defense has given up some yards getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Rebels offense is back on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Makes the grab on the left. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. North Texas can dig into that playbook on second and short. Gives it on the option. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Back to the ground game on the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Hands it off. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll go to the ground. Let's talk a minute about North Texas. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left in the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game. But sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability in that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's put up such great stats.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need for panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback is knocked out at the 13. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection was applied or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On the set. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Fire! Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know in this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
He uncorks one deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. After 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route for patience. He showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Goes to the marker, it's crossed. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Grinds the back and leaves him on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Throws for the tight end. Got a man. It's crossed. Makes a grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. Under fire.
still be able to focus and keep your eyes down the field and throw a great pass to your wide receiver. Great job by the QB.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Okay. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the single back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Okay, ready? Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it out. It's Burton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rebels offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots and try to make some plays and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Military start.
They'll go with a direct snap. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on during the second half.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Quickly out to the tight end.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Makes the grab. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. himself. Makes the stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. It's complete on the right side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the mark. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC game. App State rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Mean Green needing only a sliver of green to convert on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Get set, get set.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. Still running at the 40. And he will rattle to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running to the flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy 1st down.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me at the game.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they need 2 yards for that 1st down. Running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
42, Spider.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's crossed. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That's really nice catch by the big tight end. Almost mitts up there catching the football.
down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He's good. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Holds and fires complete to the right.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming. You worked on it all week. Get your feet set on the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Catch in the middle, it's Punga. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Down to possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know you're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Got it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Spire.
Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, throw that one in there. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And North Texas really has it going on offense.
Pound 55 weak.
Looking downfield on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this this guy had too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Here's a hit. He wants it all.
Small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page with that touchdown catch. They now take the lead.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Knocks it out of the air. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10.
42 spot.
Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is an improve, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's got his man, makes the grab. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Finds a man on the left. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation.
They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and get the football.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Just discarding tackles, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Ready? We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. High ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Rebels inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It has been said that the obstacle is the way